What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want up to 60 free stocks, Moo is going to give you up to 60 free stocks when you open a new Moo brokerage account. If you put $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. If you put $2,000 in that brokerage account, when you open it, they're going to give you 25 free stocks. Now, if you decide to put $5,000 or more in your new brokerage account, Moo is going to give you 60 free stocks. Limited time offer, so don't delay. Act today. Get yourself down in the description box. Click on that first link, which is the Moo link. Open up your new Moo account today, fund it, and get yourself some free stocks. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Federal Reserve. They have their June meeting starting Tuesday the 17th and concluding that meeting on Wednesday, June 18th. The big question is, will the Federal Reserve cut rates? If we look at what the experts are saying, there's a 0.5% chance that they won't cut rates. But what if they do? What type of impact would that have on the market? Well, 47, President of the United States says the Fed should reduce rates by a full 1% so that borrowing costs can come down. See, the United States has about $36 trillion in debt. And part of that debt is set to mature or either come due very, very soon. And 47 knows that if the Fed would reduce those rates by 1%, that would make refinancing that debt a whole lot cheaper. But not just with, the United States debt, with all debt. Anybody out there that has credit card debt, a 1% reduction in the Fed funds rate would be a huge impact when it comes to paying interest on credit card debt. It also spills over into auto loans. A 1% decrease in the Fed funds rate will impact auto loans because auto loans are typically considered short-term loans, right? Less than 5 years. So the market, it would impact the market tremendously, guys, if the Fed decided to reduce interest rates on Wednesday by 1%. The likelihood of that happening, though, is not real good. Not real good. Like I said, experts believe 97% that they'll keep rates right where they are. And the reason the Fed would keep rates right where they are is because of inflation. See, the Federal Reserve has been listening and watching to all of this tariff conversation. And see, they believe that interest rates could go back up because of tariff tax. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take China and the United States. Right now, China is being hit with a 55% tariff on any imports to the United States. 55%, guys. So that means whatever the cost of that product is, or good, on top of that is a 55% tariff tax. And we already know, based on what Walmart has said, what Target has said, what Ford, GM have already said, they're going to have to increase prices on their goods and services and on their automobiles. So we know, just from what the market has been saying, what businesses have been saying, that they're going to pass that cost on to the consumer. Therefore, what does that do to prices? Increases prices. And when you have a sharp increase in prices of your goods and services, they call that inflation. And that's what the Federal Reserve is afraid of. That there is some tariff inflation increase coming over these next 3 months. We won't know until the Fed concludes their meeting on June 18th, right? They'll come out and make a decision on interest rates. And then the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell will also come out at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time on the 18th and give a press conference, basically outlining why the Fed made the decision that they made. And then he'll give some forward guidance. Here's what we're looking for. Here's what you can expect. Here's a scenario potentially that we can get comfortable reducing rates. Or, hey man, he could even come out and say, there are no rate cuts on the table this year. Now, I don't believe he'll say that. I think he'll come out and say, hey, we want to see what effect these tariffs will have on inflation. And then once we get a better grip on that, if we continue to see the labor market weakening, if we see, inflation keep going down, whatever it is, then we'll go ahead and make a decision on interest rate cuts. Now, personally, I believe they'll make an interest rate cut in September. That's my personal belief. Because I think by September, we will know really what the damage the tariff has done to inflation, right? We'll know if tariffs have actually increased inflation again. We'll know that by September. And I think at that point, they'll reduce rates, in my opinion, in September by 25 in September, and then maybe another 25 somewhere down the road. Before the end of the year, they'll cut another 25, so 50 basis points in total. Now, that's my opinion. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not, but that's my opinion. You guys drop it down in the comment box and let me know what you think about what the Fed's decision will be on Wednesday. Will they keep rates the same? Will they increase rates? Or will they cut rates? Love to know your comments, so drop them down in the comment box. That's where I'm at, man. It's going to be interesting this week to see how that Fed meeting turns out and how it affects the markets. But I've given you my little 2 cents. I've already told you what 47, the president of the United States, wants to happen. He already has made it known that he wants a full 1% rate cut, and he wants it now. So we'll see. Like I said, man, I'm going to just continue doing what I'm doing in order to try to get to that passive income thing, that financial freedom thing. Like I said, man, if you want up to 60 free stocks, Moomoo is going to give you up to 60 free stocks when you open a new Moomoo brokerage account. All you got to get down to is that first link in the description box. Click on it. It'll give you the full details. And if you want to participate, go ahead and open your account, make your deposit, and then they'll go ahead and give you some free stocks. www.richardfane.net is the website address. I got 10 big boy blue chip digital products that I think can help you with your financial literacy, help you learn how to manage your money better. And I think if you're a better manager of your money, I think you can become a pretty doggone good investor, right? So if you want to check out those digital products, certainly go ahead. While you're in the website, consider joining the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. We're called the Wealth Builders. Got a couple thousand wealth builders in our financial community. All we do in there is help each other chase that passive income thing, chase that financial freedom thing. None of us are experts. We're all just regular people, just like you. But we've decided to form a community where we can congregate and talk about chasing that passive income thing and that financial freedom thing. So if you want to be a part of that, get yourself out of the matrix, all you got to do is hit that join button, that membership button in the website. It'll take you over to Patreon, sign up, and come join us. Stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. You can see it in your mind, can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness, never stop believing in yourself, stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.